Okay, so we've been covering our lead leg kicks. With our lead leg kicks, one thing I need to make sure I point out that I don't think I mentioned in our previous video is that this sort of side kick, this intercepting side kick shot, is not intended on being near as powerful as, let's say that you'll cross behind, drive that foot through side kick that most of us were taught in other martial arts. It's just got a different function. I'm using it as a way to intercept. I'm using it as a way to hit the knee, to hit the hip, to catch a foot as it's coming at me with their lead foot. I'm using it as an intercepting shot. So that is sort of the mindset behind it, and that's one of the other reasons why we aren't really focused on driving your body completely parallel with the ground as you do it. So that being said, one of the things that came to my attention that we might need to do is work conditioning for the legs in order to get them sort of springy, to get them capable of firing that leg as quickly as you need it to be, right? And I'll just forewarn you, I am not in the greatest shape for this, but I need to at least show it to you so that way we can both get better together. So first thing we're gonna do is sort of a series of drills. We don't tend to do these all in one sitting. You can if you really want to burn your legs out, and I'm sure I will by the end of this video look much worse than I already do. But usually we'll pick one or two of these a night, and we'll kind of get some reps on each one of these. But we tend to call it the peg leg series. So that either means you're on one foot most of the time, or that means you're on your toes most of the time. What we're going to start with is just very simple, and we're going to start with calf raises. So you've got your feet together, and you're rising up on your toes and bringing it down. Rising it up onto your toes and bring it down. Now you can do this for a count, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can just rep it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever you want. Pick your leg up, bring it forward. Do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would do the same thing with your foot going back. I'm gonna use the other foot so I don't burn out too bad. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're working on our balance and we're working on our strength. Okay, so calf raises are a great option. Next thing you're going to do is I want you to find a wall, okay, or a tree or a bag. If you have a cane, you can use a cane. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this back wall here. I'm going to put my hand against that wall. You're going to take the hand that is against the wall. The same side leg is going to be the one swinging. So I'm going to put my left hand on the wall. My left leg is swinging. Left hand on the wall. Left foot is going to just swing forward and swing back. Swing forward and swing back. I'm moving my whole body as I do this, but I am staying with my focus straight ahead. I'm not changing where my focus is. So you'll run through the timed rep that you're looking for, or the quantity rep that you're looking for, and you'll switch sides. Right hand, right foot. Swing forward and back. We're trying to make sure that both legs are capable of firing fast from a lead position because we're so adamant about being able to be competent in either lead. So from that same position, right hand, right foot, or left hand, left foot, this time you're going to actually look at the rear side. So as I'm looking behind, or as I bring my foot behind, I look through my armpit at my foot. So I tuck my head. I tuck my head, and I tuck my head. Now if I use the other side here, you might be able to see a little bit better. Tuck my head through, looking at my foot as it swings behind me. You'll notice that this is working your swinging leg and your plant leg now. It gives you a little extra torque. Now, next one you're going to do is we're going to do peg leg jump ropes. So we've all been able to do bunny hop jump ropes. If you can't do it with the rope, do it without one. You'll never screw up. It's pretty sweet. So we're sitting here running through our bunny hops, and just put a foot forward, and you're just running through your jump rope with your peg leg. Then you can do the other foot. Then you should do the other foot behind you. Then this foot behind you. If you want, you can do it like it's a knee. Point your toe down. Do it like it's a knee, and point your toe down. So then you can work your peg leg jump ropers and continue to work the muscle strength and balance simultaneously. Next one I like to do is touch toes. So we're gonna do this two different directions. First one is north-south, and the next one will be west-east. So you can have a wall or a tree or anything that you can touch, right? If you're in some sort of strange room where you can completely reach out and hit a wall on both sides, cool, right? I'm gonna just use one. I actually prefer to have my foot touch behind me and I bring my foot forward without a touch. But you can do it opposite, where your foot touches in front and your foot goes behind without any sort of connection. So I'm gonna touch as I bring my foot back, and I'm gonna control my foot forward. Bring my foot back and control my foot forward. Back and forward. Back and forward. Back and forward. Other leg. Back, touch the wall or the tree or whatever. If you want to extend your hand, it'll help kind of give you a counterbalance. And forward. Back and forward. Back and forward. So as you're working these, you'll definitely notice the same mechanic again as swinging the wall or swinging your leg against the wall. Now, to go side to side with it is a little different. So my hips don't open up perfectly when I do this. So I tend to think of this as more of a cross stomp, like I'm driving this stomp in over here. So I'll do a cross stomp here and bring it out. Cross stomp here, bring it out. Cross stomp here, bring it out. Same thing on this side. Cross stomp down low, bring it out. Cross stomp down low, bring it out. Cross stomp down low, and bring it out. We're just working north-south or east-west. Next one is knee wags. So as we work our knee wags, just pick a leg up, whichever one you want, okay? Ideally, you're on the ball of your foot on the other foot, okay? But what you're gonna do is you're just gonna wag your knee out from side to side, all right? It's one of the silliest ones we do. You can work circles with it, circle the other direction, wag it side to side. Same thing in the other leg, circles, shake it side to side, shake it front back, circles. But we're just trying to get some of this lower leg mobility. If you have knee issues, be very mindful of doing this. I have a little bit of a knee issue in my right knee. Every now and then it just feels floaty, like I got water on the knee type thing. So this actually does help me feel better. But if it hurts, don't do it. Okay, please. Knees are not something to mess with. So next thing we're gonna do is you wanna try and keep your leg going without stopping, okay? But you're gonna work through the angles of attack. So I'm gonna go straight up, I'm gonna go 45, I'm gonna go horizontal. I'm gonna go 45, straight up, 45, horizontal, as close to you as horizontal as your leg can open. Horizontal, 45, straight up, 45, horizontal. 45, straight up, 45, horizontal. Same thing on the other leg. Straight up, 45, horizontal. 45, straight up, 45, horizontal. The idea being to just get used to flicking that leg forward and backward. You're not looking at power, you're not looking at anything other than mobility and making shapes. Next thing you're gonna do is, we're gonna start here, we're just gonna do a squat. When you squat, your butt is gonna go way out back behind your heels. Your knees do not go over your toes. So I squat and bring this up. I squat and bring this up. Once you have done a certain number of those, pick a foot up. Squat, bring it forward. Squat, bring it forward, and squat. Bring your leg behind you. Squat, up, and squat, and up. So you have single leg squats, 3 different directions with your feet. It will change your balance up. Now, we got one more here. So this last one that we're gonna cover is isometric holds of each of the kick options. So you can do this stationary, where you just bring your leg up and hold it. You can do this with a slide step beforehand. That's what I'm going to do. So we're gonna start with our jig tech. So I slide step, and I kick, and I hold that jig tech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pendulum out. Slide step up, hold that round kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pendulum out, and I'm ready. I'm gonna slide step into the juke tech, or the side kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Balance is pretty rough on that one. I'm gonna try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, getting tired. Now, G-Tech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pendulum out. And Gua-Tech. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So obviously every one of these should be done on both leads. Now, that is just a pretty simple-ish way of working your hips, working your knees, working your calves and your quads and your hamstrings. So essentially just working your lower body. Weird. But we're trying to focus on balance. We're trying to focus on conditioning to get the muscle strong enough to be able to work. And if you can't do any of this without losing your balance, then you better make sure you put some time in on this, because you can't expect to be able to kick somebody when they're not trying to get kicked. If you have no balance against nobody, you certainly will have no balance against somebody who is evading you, who is moving your legs for you, and who's counter kicking you. So make sure that you put some time in on these. Thank you.